know what? It takes a fight. You cannot just, I found that out. I first started out, that devil, everywhere I went, I caught the flu. If I just got over it, I went to another church and they all had it, I did it again. And I was tired of trying to preach and cough. I was sick of it up to here, and I said, God, if this thing, I can't do this like this. Either you got to move for me, or you've got to help me. And the Lord began to show me this. And He said, if you will stand against the powers of the enemy, you may not can take back your whole house at one time, but if you take it back room by room, piece by piece, you'll pretty soon have it conquered. And I begin to see that God did that. He said, try me. I was up at Sis Polly Armstrong, and I had a big old, I was sitting at her table, we were talking about the Lord. You know, that's when the devil hits you the most, ain't it? And everybody had the flu and everything else. There was some of them in the hospital and all kinds of other stuff. And something started burning in my throat about the size of a silver dollar. It burned like somebody stuck a hot hole to my throat. That ain't natural, people. If that ain't the devil, I don't know how many of you ever heard of anything starting like that. If that don't tell you, that ain't nothing but the devil. That thing hurt me, and I got the flu, and I stayed sick, and I stayed sick, and I stayed sick. Well, I got over that thing, and I began to cry to God. I said, God, I can't do this. Now, if you want me to go for you, you're going to have to do something in this body. You're going to have to stop this stuff. And I went back again, and everybody had the flu again. And poor Sis Polly, she's on up there in age, about 80-something years old, and she said, I can't get this stuff. This stuff will kill me. And she said, there's young people in the hospital with it, and this stuff will kill me. I can't do this. So there ain't no way. And I said, well, I can't either, but I'm sick and tired of it. I done had my faith of this stuff. And I went to church that night, and God was moving in great revival. We'd have about a week's revival, and God was moving. God was doing great things, but people were just sick everywhere. And I was in the church there, and all of a sudden, God was just moving, and I saw Sister Lowry over to the corner like she always sits over here. She turned to the wall and looked like she was fighting something. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And about the same time I looked at her, that same burning thing about that size started in my throat again. It hurt so bad, Brother King. My Lord. And I've got to preach on what's going to happen. That thing started burning, and all of a sudden something rose up in me. Because if you keep seeking God, and you keep pushing, and you keep taking ground a little bit at a time, and you just keep on, God will teach us. God will increase our faith, and He'll bring us to the place that we can stand as He wants us to stand. Well, I just started rebuking it. I said, devil, no, you are not. Enough is enough. My God, I said, God, I know you're God in heaven, and I know this thing is you. I know this is a spirit from hell. This is a demon spirit, and I rebuke it, and I stand against it. Not in my own power, but I got the Holy Ghost, Brother King. I got the Holy Ghost. God lives in me. God lives in you. There shouldn't be anything that could invade these temples. Somehow it gets by. But I don't know how it does it. Because Jesus, like Brother Jim was preaching last night, the Holy Ghost, the Spirit of God was so in Elisha's bones that there was still power